Another query, we've got an employee that's on long-term sick and they're unlikely to return. What can we do about it?
Again, that's a pretty common one. The first thing for me, there's always a few sort of baseline questions, and that would be, is the person still in receipt of sick pay? If they've still got contractual entitlement, I think it's really important that you honour that. If you've set out as an organisation saying we will tolerate this much sickness, you can dismiss prior to that if it's really a problem for your organisation, but you'd have to really be able to back that up with some business reasons why you were taking that action, because it could be argued that it was a breach of contract. What I'd make sure that you do though is all the usual good practice with somebody who's off sick. Keep in touch regularly. If you have a policy, and again, I think it's something that we'd all recommend, is very much desirable. Make sure that you're enacting all the meetings there, so do all the review meetings. If it's appropriate and when it's appropriate, but this is a case-by-case basis, send off for doctor's reports, get the best information you can in order to be able to take a good decision about what you're doing. And then again, if you are ever challenged on it, you've got good backup that you've made your decisions on good information. And then I sort of take it right through. If it's looking like from their indication from the employee or the doctor's indication that they're not going to be back within a time frame that suits you, then of course you can move to dismissal. It's not something you'd ever do lightly under capability grounds, because nobody asks to be ill, but nevertheless keeping your business in the forefront of your mind as well is critical, because sickness absence in a small organisation can actually take the organisation down. So that's a rough approach.
I think that the only thing I would add is about having the employee's agreement to write to the doctor, and potentially occupational health. There have been some instances where they've not had that, so the confidentiality around that. But I think having that in your contract of employment or within your sickness and absence policy would cover you should you need that expert opinion from a medic professional in that situation.
Sure.